Hi everyone, and welcome to another English Scrum video lesson. I'm Andy. Today, we're going to talk about how to make a smooth conversation. One important way to do this is through good reactions. So let's talk about some very natural reactions that you can use in conversation. Let's get started. First, let me introduce some basic reactions. I'll say the reaction word, and then I'll show you a small exchange between two people. Are you ready? Let's do the first one. Right. Right. Our next meeting is at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Right. Do you remember? We're going to have a new employee from America today. Right. How exciting. Let's look at the next one. I see. I see. Unfortunately, the offer was rejected by the client. I see. We need to think about this again. I heard that the building next door will be under construction soon. I see. I hope the noise doesn't bother us. Let's look at the next one. That makes sense. That makes sense. Wow, you have a lot of historical knowledge. Because my father is a history teacher and he taught me a lot when I was a kid. Oh, that makes sense. Do you know why the CEO visited our branch yesterday? Because our branch made twice as many sales as any other branch. I think he wanted to congratulate us and find out how we did it. I see. That makes sense. The next one. Sure. Sure. Do you think you could help me write this report? Sure. Could you forward this email to me? Sure. The next one. That's true. That's true. This project is probably the hardest project we've ever worked on. That's true. I don't know why John used the old format. I think we don't use this anymore. That's true. He might have made a mistake. The next one. Is that so? Is that so? Next month is my 10-year anniversary working for this company. Is that so? Congratulations. Hi, sorry to bother you, but I wanted to point out that maybe you made a mistake filling out this form. Is that so? Let me take a look at it. Let's look at the next one. I understand. I understand. There's no way I'm going to make it to the deadline by tomorrow. I understand. I'll help you when I come back from the meeting. I'm a little nervous about my presentation tomorrow. I understand, but don't worry, you can do it. The next one. Absolutely. Absolutely. Can I lead the weekly team meeting this week? Absolutely. Could you come with me to visit the client? Absolutely. Definitely. Definitely. Don't you think that our computers are kind of old? I think it's time to replace them. Definitely. Let's talk about it with our supervisor. I think this new system works well, and many people would like it. Definitely. Exactly. Exactly. Your company has its headquarters in America, right? Exactly. Is it correct that Mr. Tanaka is in charge of this matter? Exactly. Now, let's talk about some agreeing reactions. The first one. I think so too. I think so too. This report is too long. I think so too. We should get 3 more days off for the new year. I think so too. So do I. So am I. So do I. So am I. I go to the gym after work. So do I. I'm a dog lover. So am I. I agree. I agree. I think that we should buy an emergency kit, just in case. I agree. I thought that John's idea was great, but his presentation to the board wasn't very clear. I totally agree. Now, let's talk about some positive phrases. When you hear some good news, you can respond with many different types of positive phrases. But now, let's just talk about 3. That's wonderful. That's great. That's fantastic. That's wonderful. That's great. That's fantastic. More than 10,000 people have applied for the new service. That's wonderful. We received 5-star online reviews. That's great. Let me check the comments. This month's sales were 50% above last month's. That's fantastic. Now, let's talk about some negative phrases. Here are 2 different negative phrases that you can use to respond to bad news. That's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. That's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. We've put up a job advertisement, but I haven't received any applications yet. That's too bad. I had a bookkeeping exam last week, but I failed it. I'm sorry to hear that. My brother broke his arm after falling off of his motorcycle. He's in the hospital now. I'm sorry to hear that. All right, everybody. How was that? Today, we talked about many ways to make a smooth conversation by using common reactions. So the next time you have a conversation, listen and try to use some of these reactions. It'll make your conversation much smoother. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you in the next video.